Hetepu, peace and blessings to all from Divine Peace, Meditation, and Yoga. This is Baba Sekou and Mami Imani, back for perhaps the last video before the sun takes over our driveway. And then we'll have to wait until near sunset to do any sunset gardening. But doing some more work for the Goddess Urban Farm. Mixing up some more garden soil, some more and seed starting mix. Cow manure and compost from Timberline, some perlite, and reclaimed soil. This one from our unsuccessful experiment with the radishes. Just gonna chuck that in with the compost and the perlite. And of course there's more compost and perlite in here, along with some roots. Trusty garden fork. Pop it right on loose. And in addition to these stubborn soil, I've got some soil from a dearly departed plant gifted to us. It just did not do well. I think it was neglected in the garden center. You know, those damn near dead. Because I don't know what it needed, but I could not keep it alive. Maybe it was overcrowded in the pot, going by how many roots I'm digging out of the reclaimed soil. And some soil from some beans I tried to sprout, and I didn't tend to very well, and they died off on me. So again, I dug out the stalks and the roots, most of them. And we're gonna mix that in together. Add more perlite if we need to, pluck out more roots, volunteer plants. And transplant some stuff. We're definitely going to reuse the radish pot. Bees, how you doing? All right. That's our friendly mail carrier. This has got a lot of sticks in it. I've added in charcoal ash from the grill. I've got some eggshells in the house that I forgot to bring out. So I'm going to pause right here and go get those eggshells back in half a mo. And we're back. Dozen eggshells. Trusty garden fork. Repurposed plastic. Takeout cup. more crushing into meditation. Crush, crush, crush. Shake, shake, shake. Crush, crush, crush. Shake, shake, shake. Bringing the larger pieces up. Smaller pieces down. Sprinkle it in. Brush it up some more. Shells will break down. I always rinse them with hot soapy water after I crack the eggs. And then another part of the meditation is picking out anything that you don't want. Raking through, especially large pieces of sticks. You may have to crush up large lumps of compost or pieces of charcoal. Fill up your containers. Whacking at any large pieces of eggshell. Arm workout. Visualizing one day having upper body strength. Pieces of shell. Whew. Flowers keep popping up in the garden. You know, I thought that that the winter spinach seeds did not, they were not viable. But now that I'm looking and it's getting warmer, I've got some clusters in here that I think might be spinach. So even though this pink wading pool is crumbling, I cannot count it out. It's holding the soil, and I'm keeping down the weeds and continuing to transplant. And I think it's time to check with Dollar General, which is in walking distance, see if they have any wading pools in yet. And it will be a special field trip to the Walmart that is, I believe 4 or 5 miles away. That's 2 buses, or if I get a ride, it's at least a 15-minute drive. So, not walking distance. Which is why I rarely go to the Big W. Target is even farther away. So, Eggleston Garden Center, Taylor, Do It Center, and Dollar General are in walking distance. So, the question is, what are we going to plant in this baby? We're going to put put a little oil underneath the pot to catch soil that might come out. Get her started. Still thinking, what am I going to plant in here? As I'm putting in the soil. The lettuce is looking sunburnt. I'm not sure it's sunburnt, but it's looking that way. So we'll get the lettuce that I started weeks and weeks ago. One more. Close up. I started these from seed. This cell did not grow as much as the other two cells, and the other 5 cells. And there was a 3 cell that I gave to my neighbor for her raised bed. So let's get these out. Pop these out. I'm going to put the smallest ones in first. Right in the center. And then backfill. And I didn't separate those 2 small ones, but I'm going to separate these carefully. This is a large cluster. These are 2 smaller clusters. Pop them in. On either side of the super small one. This cluster might can do 3. You cabbage moth, you cabbage white, go, go. My cabbage alone. Messing with the dahlias that I have to, the zinnias. I wish I had dahlias. I've got dahlias on the brain. Somebody else was buying and planting dahlias in a video last week. I think it was Angela Honeywood, Ashley Honeywood. So check out her channel. Okay. I'm gonna transplant those zinnias. Wind picking up. When it's hot, that blast of breeze is oh so nice. Even if it does send your supplies flying. I was able to get 3 on that one. And plant this one here. Stick out of the way. Press to release any air pockets. We're going to give it a sprinkle more soil, just a backfill around each plant. Sure that we haven't created any air pockets. Oops. That was too generous. Maybe we'll shift some of that around. And always plant more than I think I'm going to need, just in case of mishap. Alright, so there we go. Let's see if I can get that in. So we're going to place, where am I going to put it? I'll probably put it back there where the zinnias are. Matter of fact, let me pause and make that so. Back in a minute. And we're back with quite a bit. Here are the zinnias that I need to transplant. So I'm going to transplant these. I'm uttering my intentions so in order to manifest them. As I transplant these, I will be repurposing the pan for the rest of this lettuce. We have 2 pots of organic cucumber starts. So I think I'm going to transplant them into the basket that used to hold strawberries. And the gladioli. I cannot remember which are which. This is the mix. Now that I'm looking, this is the melange. This is the yellow jester, and this one is the trade horn red. So we're gonna find some places. The melange I know I'm gonna put in. The red I know I'm gonna put in here. Camille's birthday. So that's going to be transplanted into this larger pot. And the yellow, my newest neighbor, who moved into the apartment that Miss Stacy moved out of, I just found out yesterday that her name is Lisbeth. So, again, their gutter has a large hole or slit in it, and water just pours down. So I planted a few. I put some homemade compost and some wildflower seeds in that spot that was being eroded. So I'm thinking I will plant the jester, the yellow jester, and maybe the melange over there, again to try to prevent the soil erosion, and also in celebration of her new baby. I just learned her name. I have yet to learn the gender of her new child. So I'm uttering my intentions in order to manifest them. I have this large pot to fill, and maybe I will plant some red onion roots in there. I saved the bottoms of some onions. Close up, and let them dry and harden off in house. And I think this is a yellow onion. Got 3 red and 1 yellow, and I may plant them in this pot or in the hot pink raised bed over there. So I'm gonna keep working and sweating, and I will update y'all in a future video, as in near future, probably this evening. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed in abundance. Support us by booking an online or in-person yoga session. Reach out to the email in the description box, and the love offering links are also there if you so choose to bless us. Go out there and do something nice. Be a good neighbor. Blessed be.